In the chilling days leading up to the Chernobyl disaster, unsettling rumors began to circulate among the employees of the nuclear plant. According to legend, 5 workers reported sightings of a large, dark, headless creature with gigantic wings and piercing fire-red eyes. These accounts were not isolated. Many employees began sharing eerily similar experiences. Some spoke of horrifying nightmares, while others received threatening phone calls, creating a climate of fear and unease. Additional accounts emerged, as recently as 2007, of more corroborating mysterious sightings around the Chernobyl power plant. Witnesses described a dark, mutated creature with large wings and glowing red eyes, similar to earlier reports. Those who encountered the creature or experienced its influence suffered from intense nightmares and first-hand encounters with the winged beast. Despite attempts to report these bizarre experiences to their supervisors, little could be done to address the fears of the plant workers. Then, in April 1986, disaster struck. Reactor number 4 of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant exploded on the 26th, and the city of Pripyat was evacuated 2 days later. The Black Bird of Chernobyl bears a striking resemblance to another legendary figure, Mothman. First reported in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, in the 1960s, Mothman is described as a large, humanoid figure with wings and glowing red eyes. Eyewitnesses reported sightings of Mothman in the months leading up to the collapse of the Silver Bridge in 1967. The most well-documented Mothman cases include, on November 15, 1966, Roger and Linda Scarberry, along with Steve and Mary Millette, reported seeing a large creature with glowing red eyes and a wingspan of about 10 feet near an abandoned World War II munitions site known as the TNT area in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. In terror, they tore away from the scene, but the creature chased their car at speeds exceeding 100 miles per hour. This sighting received significant media attention and is often considered the first major Mothman sighting, sparking numerous reports in the following months. The next day, Marcella Bennett claimed to have seen the Mothman near the TNT area while visiting a friend's house. She described the creature as gray, human-like, and standing over 6 feet tall. Bennett reportedly fainted from the shock and had trouble recovering from the encounter. This sighting added to the growing fear and hysteria in the Point Pleasant area. 10 days later, Thomas Urey reported seeing the Mothman while driving near the TNT area. He described the creature as rising straight up from the ground and flying over his car. Urey was so terrified that he sped to the local police station to report the sighting. Then, on December 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge, connecting Point Pleasant to Ohio, collapsed during rush hour, resulting in 46 deaths. While there was no direct Mothman sighting at the time of the collapse, many locals believed the Mothman sightings were a warning of the impending disaster. As you know, here on Lorehound Stories, we don't just like to tell visual stories about real-life testimonies by real people. We also like to speculate what they might have seen based on ancient folklore and myth. So, what are these things? Both the Black Bird of Chernobyl and Mothman are characterized by their dark, winged forms and associations with significant, unsettling events. What is similar to that in the ancient experience of our ancestors? Well, one intriguing theory involves the ancient Maya deity, Camazotz. In Maya mythology, Camazotz is a bat-like god associated with the underworld and death. Depicted with a dark, fearsome appearance, Camazotz represents darkness and disruption, often linked to omens and significant events. Camazotz's role as a harbinger of death and chaos parallels the roles of both the Black Bird of Chernobyl and Mothman. But what do you think? Could they all be the same creature? The ancient so-called gods are often speculated to simply be some kind of thoroughly natural so-called nature spirit that people, for whatever reason, chose to worship. Assuming some of us think nature spirits could be somewhat real things, then could Mothman really be a nature spirit / god? Therefore somewhat real? Comparing these figures to Camazotz, a deity associated with death and darkness, suggests that just might be. Could be the original form of this kind of dark, sinister, flying predictor of death and catastrophe. But then, it also looks a bit like Batman. Now, doesn't it? So, maybe it's just Batman trying to warn us. That just about wraps up tonight's tale from Lorehound. Follow us as we sniff out more of history's most interesting stories.
As the hound dog entered the dimly lit library, he sensed an aura of mystery surrounding the ancient scrolls. The dusty shelves towered above him as he sniffed his way through the labyrinth of books. Suddenly, he picked up a scent and followed it to a secluded corner. With bated breath, he approached the shelf and pawed at the book, revealing the hidden scroll. As he rolled it out, he knew he had discovered a treasure worth protecting at all costs.